Sounds like me then.
What?
Sounds like me.
Go on, so what?
My darling ex. You know the floor layer I used to see?
No.
I used to see this floor layer, didn't
Yeah.
I? Last, not August just gone, but the August before,
Which?
I found out that he was carrying on behind my back.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, you got it, did you?
Do you know how I found out? I was in Asda. I was in Asda in Broadway.
Is it fucking a turkey?
Well, let's put it this way. He used to call her fuckadus.
What? Where so I've gone to say
Right. I was in this Asda with all that, and I'm walking. And I thought, do you know when you know that something's just not right? So,
You're going to put away for Christmas for me?
what are you doing?
Put away for Christmas for me?
And he went, I'm right. Right. So I looked and I thought,
Oh, are they? Time to baby finish school.
no, this girl that he was with.
Yeah.
I thought, I knew you.
Are they? Have you gone?
I knew
I'll
what
work on
I
anyway,
know.
but I'm just doing it.
I can't remember what your name is, but I do know you.
Fancy killed
I
me.
used to teach her. I used to teach her daughters.
Same dress as the books, yeah?
Right. So, stood
Why
there.
what did I teach you down what?
I used to work in the school, didn't I? So
Okay.
I used to teach her daughters. So I thought, not happy. And I just went to him,
The bags. So the bags to go with the
weeks
book
later,
and the symbol of the hat. And
knock on the door. There he is.
Alright.
I went to,
You spent all?
I thought, I've got two choices here. Either one, I can turn around and swipe you one. I said, or I can pretend that I never really noticed and see what you've got to say for yourself.
You tell them, girl.
So I opened the front door and went, oh! I said, so you finally do realise where I live?
Alright.
I said, come in.
Are you going to be here later?
So he came in thinking everything
Alright, I'm with you.
was okay.
So, like,
And I went to him, who were you in Leicester with the other day? The other week? And he went, no one. I was with Jenny and a mate. I said, you were with Jenny and a mate? I said, well, she must have been hard off for friends. And he looked at me. He went, what do you mean? And I went, well, what possessed you to come to that Asda? And he just sat there and went, well, it was the nearest one. I said, no, from your house, darling, you pass at least 4 Asdas, 3 Summerfields, Sainsbury's, Tesco's.
Netto. Aldi.
Exactly. You pass all these shops. So what possessed you to come to that Asda? And he just looked at me. And I started laughing. And he started having a go at me.
Yeah.
Well, why did you go out with such and such a person when you were with me? I said, I didn't. I said, I went out with such and such a person when we had finished. And he was like, yeah, and I said, darling, I said, she must be really hard up for friends, if that's the friend that she's with. I said, what is it? Ego boost? So he just looked at me. I went, you're very lucky that you turned up.
So that's a cobweb from
Yeah.
Halloween. What?
I said, you're very lucky that you turned up when you did. I said, because you know if you turned up a few days later, I said, I would have stabbed you. And he just looked at me. So he just looked at me, started laughing, and started giving me down the banks. You know, like the biggest 4 on 2 legs. I turned around, I just started laughing. So I thought, right. So I was in Broadway one day, and I saw this girl that he was with. And like, on the Saturday, on the Saturday, I don't know better.
What'd you do?
On the Saturday, I got a text off my mate. I was on a 12-hour, And I got this text saying, oh my God, you're not going to believe who's just been in my show. You're John with this Angela. And I burst out laughing, and I just put text back, yes I know. And she went, well, why didn't you tell me? I said, you've been with her for 3 months. She said, why didn't you tell me? And I said, because I wanted the proof. So, I was in Broadway talking to another mate of mine, so I was telling my mate about it. And what happens, there she is, she's walking through Broadway like that, and she goes, down the phone. And I turned around and went to my mate, any second now. John will drive round the corner. Right on cue. John drives round the corner. I'm standing talking to my mate, and he looks at me,
Please tell me
stops.
this old dad with a chicken.
No. He stops. He looks at me, smiles, and waves to me. And I turn around and went to him, darling. I went, fuck off. You two-faced, lying, little bastards.
You didn't smell the dad with a chicken.
No,
Why?
wait, the best is yet to come.
Come on, hurry up.
So the next thing was, as we're standing there, he drives off, his bottle gone. And I walked over to the shop where she was in, and I said, darling. So she said, yeah. I said, I believe we've got someone in common. And she went, I believe we have, yeah. I said, just give me a nice little warning. And she went, what? I said, if his lips are moving. I said, he's lying. And she looked at me.
You're good, aren't you?
And she went, I went, just to let you know. And I went to walk out. She went, wait for me. I said, oh yes, darling. I said, I'll be waiting outside. So I waited outside for her with my mates.
Twist it over the head.
You just want this chicken. I wasn't used to duck. Consider it fucking duck. And she turned around and she went, I'm standing there with my mates. And she's like, he's not like that, he's not like that. And my mate went, I used to stay in his 24/7. She said, that was my second home. She went, I know exactly what he's like. So I turned around and went to her. I said, the only reason he's with you, I said, it's because you are an easy lay. I said, secondly, I said, the only reason he's with you is because there's no competition, darling. I said, when he was with me, he had to be up there and on the game with you. I said, so do me a favour. I said,
With the chicken. Come on.
very nice. Well, she was in farm food, so like the chicken, she likes to eat with the chicken. And my mates like that going, please, just don't miss her. Don't miss her. Don't miss her. Don't miss her. And I'm going, I'm not going to hit her. Darling, all I need to do is use verbal communication, because I know you are down there, darling. You are well below my par.
Yeah.
I said, I can walk in to any pub and get male attention with that.
Yeah, but you can't. You still can
You?
now. Don't tits like that.
You walk into a pub and you get nada.
Which?
Nada.
What's nada?
Nothing.
I
I said, I can walk in Spain and get attention like that. I used to go out with a Spanish DJ.
Yeah.
Never understood a word he was saying. He couldn't understand me, but we had fun. She just stood there looking at me, and he drove past again. And I went, hello, darling. And he just looked and drove away, and my mate went, do you know what? He doesn't know if Alison's going to turn around and slap you one. But yet he's just drove past and let you speak to an ex-girlfriend of his without any is she gonna hit you or what?
Really?
And I said, so what does that tell you? I said, only that he knows me far too well. So then a couple of weeks later, that day, I turned around and I went to her. I said, oh, by the way, I said, you know, your boyfriend was in my house the other day. And we slept together. And she looked at me. Within half an hour, well, an hour and a half,
Yeah.
he was at my door,
Yeah.
shouting his mouth off, saying how I was lying. And I said, lying? I said, I'm not lying. I said, I'm standing up actually. I said, but, I said, at the end of the day, I said, the only liar here is you.
Yeah.
I said, I'm not going to argue with you like a fishwife.
What's a fish wife?
Like nobody else. No, you don't care, in the middle of the streets. I said, I'm not going to do that to you. I said, if you want to talk to me, you come into my house and you talk to me. You do not shout your mouth off in the street to me. Understand me? And I just walked in, shut the door, kicked the van light, but like that's part of my property, so I'm allowed to kick it.
Chicken,
So, right, this is the best. You're going to love this one.
Go on.
Right?
Go on.
So a couple of weeks later, just about walking out to my house, and he went, I phoned a taxi, can't remember where I was going, and I phoned a taxi. And as I walked out, there he is, driving up the road in the van. And he went to, who's that? I went to, who's what? I said, it's a taxi driver. And he went to, where are you going? So I just turned around and said to the taxi driver, I said, listen mate, I said, can you just go away? I said, and I'll, when I need you again, I'll phone you. So we went, okay, yes. I didn't know dickhead was turning up. So he drives away. Next thing, this guy walks in and asks me to sleep with him again.
Really?
Right?
Yeah.
So I turned around and went to him. Hang on a minute. And he went, what? I said, you want me to sleep with you? And he went, yeah. I said, well, for a kick-off. I said, I wouldn't know what I'd catch, considering who you're knocking around with now. I said, and I'm with someone. I said, so why would I want to... Right on cue. Right on cue. Right on cue, he goes like that and puts my hands on a certain part.
So,
Yeah, please neighbours.
well, I'm
A
listening.
certain part of his body.
All right.
So I started laughing. And I went, oh. I said, does she have to work to make you feel that hard? So he pipes up. Why do you have to work to make your fella? Do you have to work to make your fella? And I went, darling, I said, I've never worked to make a man feel that hard.
So move on, move.
He knows the full story, that's why you're embarrassed.
I don't want to know. I've heard a few bits.
Double vodka, Red Bull, and double vodka lemonade, please.
I said, oh, I'm gonna.
He's a male,
One
isn't
lemonade?
he?
What do you want?
Double vodka, Red Bull, and a double vodka lemonade, please.
She's just said twice she wants lemonade.
What's she getting? Lemonade?
I know. I love that story, yeah.
But you know what? It
Come
gets
on.
better.
Oh, come on, tell me now, come on. What is it?
Do you know you wanted me to whistle over the head with the chicken?
Yeah. Yeah. What's you do?
I did this and I just told her that a fella wanted to sleep with me again.
Oh, I can't cope with all that's funny. Oh, the funniest thing ever that.
You should know
What?
that nothing normal ever happens to me.
Oh, me.
Yeah. That's why we get on so well.
Yeah.
Thought the thing.
No,